Welcome. Divine Mandate. Some lineages don't merely remember. Some lineages get involved. There is a special form of security that doesn't come from legends about guardian angels, feel-good superstitions, or textbooks. People don't want to accept it, but it originates from something older, deeper, and far more territorial. And if you're one of the chosen ones, you probably know what it is without even knowing what to name it. Those times when danger was right in front of you, but somehow backed off, or the weird feeling that someone you can't see is standing in between you and pandemonium. Like security with a VIP badge. People don't speak about this, but science has already caught up with the concept that trauma, memory, intuition, and emotional patterns may be passed down via DNA. But individuals who were spiritual understood this long before scientists and lab coats wrote about it. But they didn't realize that occasionally protection gets through as well. Sometimes a male ancestor only who lived through fights you've never heard of and survived. Adversaries who never made the family tree chooses you as the bloodline's restoration point. And when that occurs, he will protect your life as if it were his own. It does. You may not see him, but you undoubtedly know how he feels. The immediate sense of, nope, don't go there. The random time when someone who is scheming against you shows themselves for no reason at all, like their brain has a problem. Or the days when you're so sleepy you can't think straight, yet somehow everything works out, without you having to do anything. You're just standing there like, thanks, whoever took care of that. It's the issue. Your ancestor doesn't clock out. He doesn't stop for lunch. He doesn't care about your plans, your comfort, or your timetable. This is a guy who lived in a world with tougher standards and fewer opportunities to do things right. So, he keeps you safe with the same strength as someone who won't allow history to repeat itself. He may be subtle at times. Other times, he acts with the power of, not my descendant, not today. And believe me, he has no issue becoming a spiritual bouncer when others act bold. This isn't a story about a guardian fairy. This isn't forcing family ties. This is loyalty to your family. This is a family company. And now, you're going to learn how deep your protection really goes. First, your ancestor protects you since your life fixes a mistake in his lineage. Sometimes in life, things seem heavy, like you're carrying a burden you didn't ask for. That weight isn't stress, it's a goal. Your male ancestor watches over you so closely because this is your one chance to fix whatever he ruined, left behind, or couldn't complete. This isn't about feeling bad, it's about fixing things. There was a time when things went wrong in every lineage. For you, that interruption occurred while he was still alive. He saw a route, a calling, or a truth that he had to follow, but life got the best of him. He was either too scared or too busy to speak. He died knowing that he hadn't finished what he was supposed to accomplish, and the burden of that unfulfilled goal didn't go away. It went through the family tree until it got to you. Just because he loves you doesn't mean you're safe. You are safe because you are the only descendant who has the inner power, understanding, and desire to fix what went wrong with the lineage decades ago. You're the first person who won't make the same mistakes again. You're the first person who listens to your inner truth, even when it makes you feel alone. You're the first person who won't sell out their own soul to feed in. You're the first person who's strong enough to break patterns instead of making them normal. He can tell right away that this is true of you. That's why he protects you the way he does. Your bravery provides him a second chance at life via the choices you make. This is why certain problems seem so personal. Why do random strangers want to take your money? And why spiritual interference affects you more than others? It's because your breakthrough isn't simply yours. It's a matter of generations. When you win, your bloodline changes. The family karma changes when you choose honesty. You end cycles that have been going on for decades. When you walk away from circumstances that would have captured everyone else, your ancestor is protecting you with haste. Since your achievement changes his legacy, you're the answer. You are the salvation. You are the one who brings back what was lost, left behind, or taken. And he won't allow anything get in the way of the fate that fixes his tale. Second, he fights for you because you are the first to speak up against the quiet that has lasted for generations. Families bury things for a purpose. Such secrets, failures, betrayals, or facts that were too hard to deal with. For centuries, Your family may have learned to keep silent, ignore suffering, go along with unfairness, and pretend that everything was okay while they went about their daily lives. Your male ancestor lived in that quiet. He put up with it, suffered through it, and possibly paid a price for it that no one else knew about. But you were the first in your family to say no to that calm obedience. You talk, act, and live in ways that break the rules that used to keep him captive. That's why he's always there for you. He understands how dangerous it is to talk and how much it costs to be quiet. But he also understands that there is finally someone bold enough to tell the truth. You may not know it, but every time you stand up for yourself, fight a falsehood, or speak up, you're doing more than just protecting yourself. You are ending a fight that began long before you were born. That's why your protection feels so strong. This generational weight is what makes the problems in your life, the individuals who attempt to bring you down, and the energy that changes around you all related. He stops the damage before it hits you because he knows how bad it would have been if the same quiet had taken another generation. He fights for you so hard because he sees the redemption he never got to claim for himself in your voice, your bravery, and your unwillingness to accept falsehoods. This protection isn't passive. It's strategic, relentless, and active. It shows up when chance appears unlikely. Timing looks amazing, and foes trip at just the right time. You are alive and moving forward because he is always making changes that you can't see. His watchfulness makes every advance you make, every wrong you endure, and every boundary you set stronger. You break the quiet, and in exchange, he breaks the patterns of danger, betrayal, and failure that have haunted your family for decades. You don't only live for yourself, you are continuing a narrative that your ancestor began, and he won't allow anybody stop you. 3. You feel betrayed since he hasn't concluded what he started. Betrayal hurts you more than it hurts other people for a reason, and it's not because you're too emotional or weak. The truth runs deep in your family. Your male ancestor was betrayed in a way that was so deep and hurtful that it affected more than just him. It went through generations and became a part of you as instinct, intuition, and even an almost physical alarm system. You can tell when someone is lying before they even say it because your blood recalls the sensation of lying and the bad things that happen when you do it. That sensitivity is a blessing, but it's also a sign that something is wrong. It reminds you that your life is part of a bigger goal than just this moment. You notice it in little ways: the immediate uncertainty about what someone said, the little change in energy that makes alarms go off, the gut-tightening feeling when someone isn't who they claim they are. All of these things are reminders of the things your ancestor didn't complete. He understands how much betrayal can hurt and how it can affect a whole family, and he doesn't want you to go through the same suffering he did. That's why your protection might seem like it's never-ending, why some individuals never get close to you, why do doors shut just before disaster comes in. It wasn't by chance. It's a plan based on what our ancestors knew. This new level of awareness isn't simply about staying alive. It's about fixing things. Every time you see through someone's lies and don't let them control you, you're winning a war that your ancestor couldn't. You're getting back power that was lost to betrayal long before you were born. He leads, guards, and strengthens this sensitivity so you may live your life with clarity, decisiveness, and accuracy. Your life is a live record of how you bounce back and fix things. Your ability to see things clearly helps your ancestors' unfinished business come to a close. You don't see betrayal as a burden. You see it as a tool. Your ancestor uses you as a tool to finally bring closure and make sure that the cycles of deception end with your generation. And he won't allow anything go in the way of that objective. 4th, he tries to keep you alone, since he can't let your spirit go dirty as his did. It's not your fault when you feel alone, when doors shut, or when friendships cease without a reason. Your male ancestor made these moves on purpose to protect your spirit in ways you don't fully understand yet. He knows the places, people, and events that could drain your energy, make it hard for you to stay focused, or keep you from reaching your goal. Being alone isn't a punishment, it's a shield. It's a way to protect yourself, so that your mind and soul stay pure while the world tests your strength. Your ancestor lived at a time when it was hard to trust others and becoming sick was unavoidable. He'll learn it the hard way that some people can hurt you without even touching you. You now have that same level of alertness. when you feel like you have to feed in, forgive too soon, or let toxic people into your life, that feeling of discomfort isn't telling you not to make the same mistakes you did. He puts you in places that might make you feel lonely or uncomfortable, because he knows how exposure can affect you in the long run, things that your eyes can't see yet. This solitude makes you stronger. It makes your judgment stronger. It makes you figure out who really matches your energy and who is just pretending to. It helps you develop discernment, which becomes your armor and secret weapon. The people who stay, get it, and connect with you are the ones who are worth your time. Everyone else goes away, and your ancestors' exact knowledge of what would make you weaker is what makes you fall. The truth is that your isolation is a form of active protection. It stops hidden damage, stops small sabotage, and gives your power room to grow without being challenged. Every moment you spend alone is a planned move, in a long-term plan to protect, raise, and give you power. Your spirit can't be hurt the way his was, and he will do things you can't see to make sure it never is. He protects you through this isolation and makes you stronger for the destiny that only you can fulfill. 5. You have a gift that he can't handle, so he protects it at all costs. Your male ancestor saw the power in you the moment your soul entered this life, a gift he had but could never fully understand. It could be a gut feeling, a deep understanding, a spiritual sensitivity, or a strong sense of purpose. It is uncommon, powerful, and dangerous if not used correctly. No matter what form it takes, he knows how important this gift is, how bad it would be if someone didn't understand it, and how bad it would be if it got into the wrong hands. That is why he watches it more closely than anyone else would. Your protection is not by chance. You are carefully and constantly protecting something sacred that stands for both your potential and the end of his unfinished journey. Your gift makes you special, but it also makes you a target. People are attracted to it even though they don't understand it, sometimes out of jealousy, and other times to control or take advantage of. He has seen what happens when a gift like this is left unguarded. That's why people who don't match your energy can't be in your life. You are kept safe from dangerous situations, and moments of insight come at just the right time to keep you from harm. Every time your gut tells you to do something, every time your instincts kick in, that's him giving you the advice he never had the chance to fully follow through on. He guards this gift because it could change not only your future, but also the future of your family. He believes that you can do things that he couldn't, like use your power wisely and change life in ways that weren't possible in his time. He won't give up because he knows that the world doesn't forgive mistakes, and one wrong move could undo what generations of survival, wisdom, and bravery have fought to keep. Your life shows how careful he is, and the jewel he protects is your gift. When you feel like you're being protected, or when a danger goes away before it gets to you, remember that it's because he knows how heavy what you carry is. He makes sure that what he couldn't handle becomes your victory, and he won't let anything get in the way of that. 6. Your gut feelings are not just your intuition, they are also his warnings. That sudden, unshakable feeling that something is wrong when your chest tightens, your stomach drops, or your mind won't follow a path is not a coincidence. You're not being paranoid. It's your male ancestor's voice moving through you, using your instincts to keep you safe. He faced risks that you will never fully understand, fights that hurt his spirit and traps that could have ended everything he fought for. He didn't forget about those things when he died. They became part of your bloodline, and now your body sends out subtle signals before your mind even realizes there is a threat. Your gut feelings are more than just gut feelings. They are a line of defense that is alive and working. They show up when everything seems fine to reason, when friends tell you you're overthinking things, or when the world tells you to ignore your own warning signs. That little voice telling you to stop, think, and pull back is not fear. It's accuracy. It's like getting advice from someone who has already been there and done that and wants to make sure you don't trip over the same thing. He's not just watching. He's using your senses to intervene and give you early warnings that could change your life. This is why you often stay away from people, places, or chances that don't seem dangerous to anyone else. Your ancestor can tell when something is going to hurt long before it does. He changes things in small ways to get what he wants. The traffic that makes you late, the meeting that gets canceled, the sudden detour, and every other decision you make on the fly. Every time you suddenly stop, it's part of a bigger plan to keep you safe. Wisdom that came before you is always guiding your life. Your gut feelings are actually the best way to know what to do. They aren't just random signals. They are the result of generations of survival, intelligence, and watchfulness. When you honor them, you are honoring the protection of someone who has fought on the battlefield before you and won't let the same dangers get you down. Your gut feeling is strong, but the warnings from your ancestors make it even stronger. Number 7. He doesn't block relationships because he's out of control. He does it because of his ancestors. People who come into your life and people who leave are not random. Your male ancestor doesn't get in the way because he wants to or because he wants to micromanage. He works with a level of accuracy that comes from experience, from battles fought and lessons learned that you don't even know about. He knows which energies will help you reach your goal and which ones will drain you, distract you, or get in the way of your destiny. Every broken friendship, every sudden end to a relationship, and every relationship that just didn't work out is part of a plan to protect you, keep you focused, and give you power. He knows people better than you can see on the surface. He can tell when someone is lying, has a hidden agenda, is manipulating someone, or even has unconscious plans that hurt others. People who aren't meant to be in your life are quietly taken out, led away, or blocked before they even know they've been stopped. At the time, it might seem harsh, confusing, or unfair, but that's why the protection is so important. He is keeping you from getting worn down by people and situations that seem harmless, but could threaten the very purpose of your life. It's not just about love or friendship. It includes your business, partnerships, and every other interaction that affect your path. The timing of exits and entrances, the strange coincidences, and the people who disappear just when things might go wrong are all planned out on purpose. He sees the big picture. He can see how one wrong connection or misplaced trust can have a ripple effect, and he won't let it happen. Because of his help, you can grow without having to deal with problems that aren't necessary. Your relationships are set up to show your worth, your purpose, and the destiny you were meant to fulfill. This protection may seem invisible and even annoying at times, but it keeps your energy safe, your spirit strong, and your path in line. Every block, every door that closes, and every person who drifts away is part of a plan that has been in the works for generations. It protects not only you, but also the legacy your life is meant to uphold. Number 8. Your strength under pressure is like his regrets. Not just personal strength, is what lets you stand firm when the world pushes, pulls, and threatens to crush you. It is passed down from ancestors. Your male ancestor lived in a time and place that required him to be brave, which he sometimes couldn't do. He went through crises, betrayal, injustice, or loss that left scars on him and the generations that came after him. Those experiences became embedded in your bloodline, and now you have the same stress, but you have the awareness and strength to deal with it. And like him, your strength in tough times is what makes him feel better about his mistakes. Your spirit reacts to every challenge, every moment of stress or danger, not only with your own intelligence, but also with the lessons learned by your ancestors. That means that when you stay calm, make decisions, and don't let anything shake you, it's because you're carrying on the legacy of someone who failed when faced with similar challenges. The things that would have broken him are the things that shape you, making you more determined, more focused, and clearer about what you want to do. The universe puts you to the test, but it makes sure that the force used never hurts you. It only makes you stronger, teaching you things he never fully learned. This is why you often feel like pressure is personal and strong. It has been set up. It is meant to push you beyond what you think you can do and bring out the hidden strength that is in your family. Your bloodline's history runs through your veins, giving you strength, insight, and instinct to handle storms with precision. Even when others fall apart or give up, your ancestor is watching you right now, not just passively, but actively guiding and supporting you, changing the outcomes so that every trial becomes a stepping stone instead of a trap. Your ability to last and do well under pressure is not a fluke. It is the movement of ancestral redemption. Every time you overcome a challenge, you change the ending of a story that used to end in regret. This shows that your bloodline's legacy can be stronger than its failures. You're not just getting by. You are doing what it couldn't. and he will never let anything make you weak. Number 9. He makes your enemies slip because he knows how they work. People who want to hurt you often fail in ways that seem too easy to be true. They show who they are, make mistakes, or mess up their own plans. It's not luck. It's a strategy passed down from your ancestors. Your male ancestor lived in a world where people acted in predictable ways, and manipulation, betrayal, and cunning could destroy whole families. He learned to read these behaviors, guess what people who wanted to hurt him would do next, and take decisive action to stop them. He didn't lose that knowledge when he died. It runs through your life now, guiding you, keeping you safe, and exposing anyone who tries to get in your way. You may have noticed that some people always seem to trip over their own plans, how things fall apart around them at exactly the wrong time, or how attempts to trick you are found out before they can get going. That is him working quietly through the energy of your life. He knows the plans, weaknesses, and pride of people who want to hurt you because he has seen them before. The patterns that could have killed him now work for you. Your enemies don't just fall down for no reason. It is based on the knowledge of someone who won't let your family suffer the way he did. This protection is more than just for the present danger. It includes the small things that people do, like friends who pretend to be loyal, co-workers who work behind the scenes, and rivals who don't give you enough credit. He stops these threats at every level, so you never have to worry about being caught off guard, like your ancestors were. He carefully plans these interventions, letting natural consequences happen, while gently pushing reality so that truth and justice come to light. Because of his influence, you have an edge that others can't see or understand. He has already mapped out the landscape of human lies and danger, so you can move through life with clarity, strength, and insight. Your enemy's mistakes keep you safe, and the fact that you are still alive proves that he is still around. The mistakes you see are not random. They are signs of ancestral foresight that make sure nothing can touch you without first fully exposing itself. You are not only safe, you are safe because of years of experience that make your enemies' failures certain. 10. Your anger is deep because it is based on things that have happened to you in the past that were unfair. Your anger isn't normal. It's not the short-lived annoyance that most people ignore. It is deep, sharp, and almost instinctual because it carries the weight of centuries of unfairness. In particular, the experiences of your male ancestor. He went through betrayals, oppression, and times when there was no fairness or justice. That energy didn't go away when he died. It was in your blood, and it showed up as an intensity in how you reacted to wrongdoing, dishonesty, and harm. Your anger is like an ancestral memory in motion, a physical reaction to the wrongs he suffered and couldn't fix. It's not just a matter of personal principle. When something feels wrong to you on a deeper level, it's the sound of battles your ancestor fought and lost. You respond with fire because that's what your family expects of you. This inherited awareness makes your protective instinct stronger, so your reactions are stronger than those of the people around you. People don't realize how intense you are because they don't know how much pain you've been through and how your family won't let you get hurt again. That's why some people are afraid of your anger. It doesn't react. It is planned, intentional, and supported by generations of watchfulness. This anger that you got from your parents also helps you make decisions. It helps you stay on track, spot dangers, and not put up with manipulation or unfairness like people used to. Every time you stand up for yourself, refuse to be lied to, and protect your energy, you are finishing a story that your ancestor couldn't. You are taking the wrongs that bothered him and turning them into strength. Your life is a bridge between the wrongs of the past and the right things you will do in the future. That anger is a weapon, not a curse, that you can use carefully to protect your goals and move your destiny forward. This feeling of intensity is a sign of his presence, his wisdom, and his refusal to let history repeat itself. Through you, he can finish fights that he couldn't win on his own, and he can protect the honor of his bloodline in ways he never could have done alone. You are very angry. It is right, and it is a living proof of the protection that flows through your blood. Number 11. He keeps clearing your path because you have access to opportunities that were close to him. The doors that open for you, the chances that come at just the right time, and the opportunities that other people might call luck are not random. They are the result of ancestors who acted on purpose. Your male ancestor lived in a world where there were rules, things that were in his way, things he couldn't get to, and chances he never got. He knows how important each chance is because he has missed them and knows how much they cost. Now, through you, the bloodline is getting back what it lost. His protection makes sure that every breakthrough you have is safe, so that problems are solved before they can stop you and paths are perfectly aligned with your goal. You might notice how some things just happen at the right time. It seems like a connection happens, a door opens, or a plan comes together at just the right time. That isn't getting rid of obstacles, making the way smoother, and keeping you on track. He knows what kinds of stress and distractions could throw you off course, and he does things that are invisible but very helpful. As you go about your life, seemingly normal things are carefully planned, so that the same problems he had don't stop you from achieving your gift, your mission, and your legacy. This protection is planned. It doesn't mean that life is easy or that there aren't any problems. It means that you can win the fights you have, that the tests and rewards happen at the right time, and that the chances you take serve a higher purpose. Your ancestor is not only protecting you from harm, but he is also actively leading you toward outcomes that restore the power and influence he could not claim. His presence is felt in every chance, every door, and every opportunity. He makes sure that your access to life's resources is in line with your destiny, that you keep moving forward, and that you can do things that he could only dream of. Your success is passed down through the generations. Your path is protected, and every opportunity you take is proof that he is working hard behind the scenes to fix what was once denied, restoring your family's legacy through your victories. 12. Your dreams about a man are not random. They are meetings to plan. The dreams that include a man, like a grandfather, father, soldier, or even a stranger with authority, are not random or symbolic like most people think. They are meetings to plan. These dreams are a way for your male ancestor to talk to you, giving you advice, warnings, and tactical information that your conscious mind can't yet understand. Those dreams are full of carefully crafted messages that are meant to help you get ready for the problems you will face in the real world. These dreams are not just short-lived fantasies. They are meetings where someone who knows the area of danger better than anyone else gives your spirit direction. In these moments, the timing, symbols, and interactions in the dream are not random. They're set up to fit your life, your surroundings, and the problems you are dealing with. Your ancestor uses this dream space as a war room, a safe place to talk without being interrupted, a place where plans can be made and decisions can be made without the problems and limits of the real world. You might wake up with a strange sense of clarity, a sudden answer, or even a small push to do things differently. That's not a fantasy. That is strategy that runs in your family. These dreams also help you get ready emotionally and spiritually. You are learning how to be strong, smart, and watchful. The situations you find yourself in during these dream interactions are designed to teach you how to spot threats, deal with complicated relationships, and respond accurately in ways that your ancestor wishes he could have done. If you see the same figures or themes over and over again, it means that the lesson is still going on, is deeply connected to your purpose, and is still going on. Your dreams are a direct connection to the wisdom and protection of your ancestors. Every word, every detail, and every symbol has a purpose. They are more than just advice. If you learn to recognize and trust them, they can give you an edge in battle. Your ancestor uses these dreams to make sure you aren't going through life blind or unprepared. Someone who has already fought the battles you are facing is giving you advice. And with this invisible guidance, your path is protected, sharpened, and brought into line with the destiny you were meant to fulfill. 13. He makes you break habits that other people think are normal. Your life is different because your male ancestor wants it to be. He won't let you experience the lies, manipulation, mediocrity, and lack of integrity that other people think are normal. He knows what happens when a family lets things go on for years and years. He made it through. He was hurt by it. He saw people get away with actions that ruined their futures and took away their potential. And now he's asking you to change course. Every time someone tries to gaslight you, you feel bad. Every time you notice hypocrisy and refuse to accept something that hurts you, it's not just you. Your ancestor is making rules that he could never follow in his own life. People are pushing you, sometimes without you even realizing it, to question the way things are, to say no to easy ways out that would go against your values, and to say no to situations or relationships that most people would put up with just to keep the peace. That push feels bad because it goes against what society says, following the rules, being patient with mediocrity, and ignoring things. But you don't live for society. You are living to finish what your ancestor started. You are breaking cycles that have been going on for generations. Every time you do something brave when others would follow the rules, you are putting an end to the patterns of giving in, being weak, and giving up that haunted him. That's why his protection is so strong. This effect can also be seen in your intuition and awareness. You can see lies, manipulation, and hidden agendas that other people miss because it taught your spirit what is not acceptable. He won't let you ignore it, because not paying attention to it would mean making the same mistakes again. You are being shaped into a person who not only survives in the world, but also changes it to fit the values that your ancestors were meant to uphold. Your life is a living testament to ancestral correction through every choice, action, a refusal to accept what is wrong. You are finishing the work he couldn't do, breaking cycles that have been going on for decades, and making a path that future generations will follow as a standard of honesty. You are meant to feel bad. You are resisting on purpose, and your success is a way to get back everything he fought for, but never fully got. 14. Your fate is safe because it fixes everything he lost. Your life isn't just yours, it is the continuation and completion of a story that your male ancestor was unable to finish. Every fight you have, every problem you solve, and every win you get is part of a bigger mission to fix what he lost, get back what was stolen, and fix what was broken in your family. He went through failures, unfairness, and missed chances that left scars on him and on future generations. You are filling in those gaps, making things right, and bringing back the legacy he couldn't protect. This is why your protection is always there, exact, and sometimes hard to see. He makes sure that the same things that hurt him can't hurt you. People who could slow you down, situations that could drain your energy, or moments that could get in the way of your purpose are stopped or redirected without your knowledge. Your wins aren't just for you. They are changes in motion, a rewriting of history that your ancestor could only have dreamed of. Every choice you make and every step you take has the power to change generations. Your life is proof that the past doesn't have to shape the future. The accomplishments you attain, the fortitude you exhibit, and the lucidity you preserve are continuations of his incomplete endeavors. He moves through you to make sure that every lesson he never learned, every chance he never took, and every wrong he suffered is made right. Your fate is not separate from his. It is the end result of his vision, bravery, and sacrifice. This is why you sometimes feel a strong pull on your path, a pressure to stay on track, and a push to reach heights you might not yet understand. That pressure is in protecting the plan for your life. He won't let anything get in the way of what you were supposed to do. Your destiny is safe because it has the power to fix everything he lost, bring back the honor of your family, and make sure that the bloodline gets stronger, smarter, and harder to break than ever before. In conclusion, what you just learned is not a story of luck or chance. It is the real, living, breathing power of your ancestors working through you. A male ancestor is watching over you, giving you wisdom and protection, and making sure that history doesn't repeat itself. You don't own your life. It goes on with fights, fixing mistakes, protecting gifts, and restoring legacies. You are strong, smart, and tough. And these traits are not random. They are the legacy of someone who lived, suffered, and laid the groundwork for your success where he once failed. The strong feelings you have in life, the gut feelings, the doors that suddenly open, the people who leave at the right time, and the enemies who show themselves are not random. It is exactness. It is a plan. It is protection that is so deeply ingrained that it goes beyond the physical and flows through the energy that makes you who you are. Every choice you make, every rule you follow, and every gift you accept is part of a bigger plan, a mission that connects the past and the future. You are the correction, the redemption, and the fulfillment of a bloodline that needed someone like you to rise. This means that when things get tough, it's not just a test of your own character. It is a continuation of what your ancestor started. When you face betrayal, loneliness, or unfairness, remember that you are being guided by someone who has already walked these dangerous paths and made sure you can get through them safely. Your intuition is sharper, your strength is deeper, and your victories mean a lot more because they restore generations. You are not just getting by, you are rewriting history, getting back what you lost, and fully embracing the future that was always meant to be yours. So know how strong you are, respect the protection that runs through your blood, and believe in the guidance that comes in both obvious and hidden ways. Someone who won't let your life fail protects it, so it is sacred, strong, and unstoppable. If this speaks to you, please subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, share this with others who need to hear it, and leave a comment below with your thoughts and experiences. Your support helps us keep bringing these important truths to light. Together, we can honor the strength, wisdom, and protection that flows through the chosen ones. God bless you.